Welcome to the social space, everybody. In the words of the Pointer Sisters, I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. That's right.
I'm about to lose control.
And I think I like it.
And I think I like it.
There we go. It sounded just like them. It sounded just like them, Jackie.
They were the Pointer Sisters.
Oh,
Andrew.
Bell.
Hurt my heart.
You can ask Harper and Chase Hager. They know who the Pointer Sisters are.
Yeah.
It's a group of sisters, and they sang songs.
That's right.
Back in the 70s,
Awesome.
early 80s.
Yeah.
And they were excited about it.
I bet our viewers go, oh yeah, I know that song.
I'm
bet
sure.
they do.
Yeah.
One-hit wonders?
No.
Oh, no.
Multiple Grammy Award winners.
Yeah.
They're
Okay,
something.
we're gonna blast the office with the
Pointer
with the
Sisters.
Pointer Sisters.
And right after that, the Carpenters.
Yeah.
So there you go. A complete contrast. Good stuff. All right, so anyway,
Yeah.
I'm Chris Horgan. That's Jackie Hager. There's Andrew Bell. This is Jana Schmader. We'll get to her in a
Hi,
minute.
Jana.
Guys.
She's playing softball in a little while, so but we'll explain her
Batter
t-shirt
up.
for you. We got to thank our wonderful sponsors.
Yes.
Falls Truck Center, great. 4 Stars Auto Ranch. Jackie will have a fun fact for us in a moment. Our good friends at KUZ and our great friends at Town Square Media. Everybody helps and helps and helps us get this show on for you every Sunday night. So, yay, thank you for them.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
sponsors. We love them.
Yes.
Okay, fun fact. We have a 4 Stars fun fact today.
You know, 4 Stars Chevrolet is the #1 Chevrolet dealership in the state of Texas.
Wow.
So I think we already made that announcement, but we're going to celebrate it big time. So you guys watch your social media. We're going to have a great big shindig party out at the ranch. And you're invited. So if you want to come, just come on out and help us celebrate that big plaque of being the #1. Now, that's #1 against every Chevy dealership in the state of Texas. Houston, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth.
Wow. That's awesome.
We're kind
In
of
little
excited.
baby Henrietta.
In Little Henrietta, Texas.
Love it. That's great.
Yeah.
Good for them. Good for
Yeah.
y'all. Good job. We like it. All right, let's talk about the show.
Yes.
So, because
Shall
Janice
we?
Schmader's sitting here going, I got
go buy a new vehicle today.
Really? So, tell us about your role. Well, first tell us who you are and tell us about your role in downtown development.
So I am Executive Director of Downtown Wichita Falls Development. My role, as most executive directors in this town can tell you, is a little bit of everything. Primarily my job functions are economic development in the area. So all attraction, retention, expansion, just helping all of our small businesses down here, running a nonprofit day to day, all the marketing, special events, just anything with downtown runs through my office.
You know,
Love
that
it.
I always heard in economic development podcasts and seminars, when towns revive and take care of their downtown, their town makes a bigger impact.
Right.
So, yay, Wichita Falls, and you guys for always working on, just reigniting and keeping this downtown alive.
Yeah, a week from today we'll celebrate 23 years
Wow.
as an organization.
Whoa.
So
Awesome.
back when it was a little dark down here, we started, and 23 years later.
God, lots happened with downtown in 23
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, that's
A
really
lot.
cool. Jana, you mentioned events. Y'all have a big event coming up,
We
Cajun
do,
Fest. Can you talk
yes.
a little bit about that?
Sure. So Cajun Fest is coming back up April 22nd. It's 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. right outside you guys' door
I
over
know,
here.
just
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, it happens in between 8th and 10th on Ohio, and it's such a fun day. It's a food fest, so start working, that tummy out now, getting ready. But we have a big crawfish boil. People come in with all kinds of food, live music, kids area, adult game area. It's just such a great day down here.
That's a
That's
great
cool.
Saturday to spend. So do you guys raise money? What do you do with that?
So it all goes back into our mission of revitalizing downtown. So again, we are a 501c3 nonprofit, but these events, people ask us all the time, why do you do them? Yes, it is a fundraiser for us, but it also goes so much further. So we look at economic impact from the city's points, and we're able to generate millions of dollars in one day from people coming in. It's also a huge tourism activity. So we'll have multiple states represented. Our last big one that we threw, we had 5 states and 21 cities of people traveling in just to come to this for one
Wow.
day
That's
cool.
only. So those dollars, they go 7 times back into the economy. So it's another part of the mission of why we do it. And then a lot of times with these events, people say, I've never been downtown, or I haven't been downtown in 10 years, or I didn't know this business was there. So it's also a way to get some foot traffic down here to show off, part of our retention effort of what do we have to offer in the district.
That is so true. I mean, during the week, it's always busy. But I love it when I come down and work on Saturdays in the office, how busy it is. And even this Saturday night, we were driving in from the airport, and I was bringing an employee here. We got here about 10:30 Saturday night. It was hopping. It's
packed.
That's so exciting.
It is.
I mean, I love it when the trick-or-treaters are out during that season, and then summer. That's just amazing. Is there any good news or any interesting something coming up you could share with us?
Well,
what are you working on?
Yeah, well, this year's Cajun Fest is also our 15th year. So this is, it's a celebration year. We're doing a couple things differently. As far as the district itself, if you were down here for Art Walk,
Yes.
you couldn't move down here. That was a huge thing. But the district continues to just redevelop. We have projects in the works right now. Obviously, things get a little bit slow, supply chain and some different things, but there's a lot that's about to come on the market with the creation of the Indiana Historic District and just some projects that are finishing up. The momentum is definitely back, and I see it growing.
I still think we need a Main Street in downtown USA.
That is such
We
a big
do.
conversation, yes.
We need a Main
Yeah.
Street, man.
It's called Scott Street.
Yeah. Well, maybe
It was named after Scott Maine, Jackie. Did you not know that? His name was Scott Maine.
Yeah.
They just went with his first name.
Well, I'm just going to say I'm going to vote for Main Street. Well, congratulations on 15 years of Cajun
you.
Fest and everything that you guys do. Can you remind people how to get tickets and that date one more time?
Sure. So they're at all the Uniteds. You can also get them at downtownwf.com. They're $7 in advance and $10 at the gate. So
And the date
get them
is?
early, April 22nd.
April 22nd.
It's
Gosh,
coming.
next weekend.
Get yourself
Yay.
some fried gator.
Yeah.
Oh, all the things.
It
Boudin,
is so good.
etouffee.
Yep, and boudin balls.
Yeah.
If you've never had a boudin ball, make this year the year you
It's
get some
worth
boudin
it.
balls with that sauce. It is.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
Favorite part.
As they say in New Orleans. Show, K. Jones Bass. Jana, thanks for being here.
yeah, thanks for
Yeah,
having
that was
me.
Love having you on the
awesome.
show. She's a 27 timer.
Yeah.
I like it, yeah.
I really think she is. She's going to get to 27.
Hey, what's after Hall
got
of
the belt.
Famer? There's got to be a new
We-
phrase after Hall of Famer. Forever, ever? Yeah.
Sustainer.
Sustainer.
Keeps the show going. Thank you. Thank you, Jana.
Yeah,
Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
New arrivals coming in every week at 4 Stars Auto Ranch. You get more for your trade and award-winning satisfaction from 4 Stars Auto Ranch.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Medicare can be confusing. That's why it's important to have a locally born and raised expert to help you understand all your options. I'm Colby Bustacco, and I'm ready to serve you. Medicare changes every year, and that's why it's important to review the changes annually. I understand that everyone's needs are different. That's why I work hard to tailor a plan specifically for you, your family, and your lifestyle. That's the Bustacco way, more personal, more thoughtful, and more trusted.
Welcome back to the social space, everybody! Yay! We're having fun
We
because
are.
Fleetwood Mac once said, "I've been afraid of changes." Actually, that was Stevie Nicks saying it as a member of Fleetwood Mac. but-
Because she built her world around you.
yeah,
Yeah.
And time takes its, what is it, time? Go slower or whatever, children get older.
Children get older.
Yeah, great song.
Yep.
Have you ever heard that one?
Oh, well,
now,
give it up.
Now he catches up.
Okay, just so you know, Rumors
Yes.
bought it in 8-track, cassette, CD, iPod, and now it's downloaded on my phone. Album Rumors.
You didn't have the vinyl? You never bought the vinyl?
I did buy the vinyl,
So vinyl
but
was
I
first.
remember playing it going to high school with the 8-track in my
Yeah.
car. All right, but I am holding a pie as well.
You are.
I
And
am.
That's why we're all being so nice to you.
So Kristen, our next guest,
Yes.
will get up. I promise, Kristen, we're going to get to you. Another one, Thor's Girl, brings us a pie from the Sugar Mama. Now, I've heard about the Sugar Mama, but I've never tasted the Sugar Mama.
Well, we will.
We are.
We're going to cut into that bad boy here on a
Coconut
Sunday
cream.
night, and none of us are going to go to sleep until Monday
Yeah.
because we're
sounds
going to have so much sugar. We have all that sugar. All that sugar.
Oh, honey, honey,
Yeah.
you are my candy
Yes,
girl.
now you're getting before me now.
Is there a song
Y'all
about
should-
pie though?
Let's see.
There is a pie. There is a song called Sugar, Sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, honey,
Yeah,
honey.
it was in it was a comic book, Red Jughead
Yes.
and
Yes.
Archie. It was
Archie.
the Archie comics
Yes.
used that song.
All right.
Are we still on?
We are.
Okay,
I don't know why I'm here. I just love pie.
Kristen, thank you for the
your
pie.
laughter's been infectious, and thanks for the fun. I'm Chris, that's Jackie, there's Andrew. This is Kristen Conrad Shiplet. We are so glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
So we're going to get on track now. Tell us about you and tell us about the Kemp Center for the Arts and everything you do
Yes.
artsy.
Sure. Yeah, I am with the Arts Council of Wichita Falls. We have the Kemp Center for the Arts and the Forum. I am the Marketing and Fundraising Development Coordinator right now. And we do so much fun community art activities. We have a ton of programming, classes, camps, galleries, big community events that we're really excited about, and we just want to share more with you guys. We want the community to know what we do and come support and check it out.
We love the arts.
Yeah, that's cool.
We do.
Kristen, as summer's upon us,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of events are y'all going to have this summer?
Well, downtown at the Kemp Center for the Arts, it's on 13th and Lamar. We are going to have summer camps for kiddos out of school. We will have our Summer Artsium Youth interactive exhibit. So
Very
we
cool.
do a lot of STEAM-based art activities. It's completely free for families and kids to come.
Uh-huh.
It's based around like your 4 to like 10-year-old. That's the perfect age, but it's not limited to that. Other ages can come and enjoy it as well. And then we also have our sculpture garden that is on the grounds of the Kemp Center for the Arts as well.
Cool.
Well, I heard so much great buzz about Cowboy True this year. Way
Yes,
to go.
Cowboy True was a massive success and lots
Wow.
of good energy. A lot of heart went into it by the committee and our artists. We had almost 50 artists come in from other places. They traveled into Wichita Falls. A great event for, again, families to just come out and check out the cowboy way of life. Western art, cowboy art may not be your thing, but it's nice to come and appreciate those people who make that their livelihood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love driving by those campgrounds because you guys keep it so beautifully manicured,
Yes.
number one. What's something interesting about that building that maybe Wichita Falls doesn't know?
A lot of people do know us as the original public library building. We still
yeah.
get people that come in and think that it's still the library,
Oh
and we
my
have to
goodness.
direct them down here close to you guys down the
Yeah.
street. I would say that a big part of the community knows us for the library, and then a big part does not
Yeah.
not remember it, or they weren't here when the library was
Hey,
down
I
there.
did the research for my senior theme paper in that building when it
Yeah.
was a library. I did.
They had books then?
I remember my mother dropping me off. She went to the grocery store. She goes, "You better get in there and get on it." Yeah. But that building it's just so beautiful. But so is
Yes.
the Forum. I mean, I drive by the Forum and it's got its own legacy as well.
Yes, we
You
are the
know?
caretakers of these beautiful historic buildings in our community, and we just want people to realize that it's good to preserve those
Yes.
those buildings and that history that's within Wichita Falls and why we are where we are now.
Yeah.
You know, Joseph Kemp and his wife Flora built the library in 1917, and what a fixture of our community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
They're,
building.
they're
when
both beautiful open buildings for the public to come in and
True.
see. You
Yeah.
don't have to make an appointment. You
Right.
can just come on in during our business hours.
it out.
I think of your organization, though, three things. I mean, you've got the building down here, the Kemp Center building. you've got the forum, but the Arts Council stands on its own as well. You guys do so much. I don't know how you rotate from one program to another. Is it always nonstop in there?
It's always ongoing. We are always
Yeah.
thinking about the next year. You know, we just finished Home and Garden and Cowboy True. We're thinking about next year's events.
Wow.
So as we roll into our summer season, those are pretty well fleshed out and planned, and we're thinking about the future. And want to always provide something for our community to keep it interesting and keep the arts present.
So moms are always looking for something for their kids. Not every kid is totally sports minded. You know, every kid has their own lane that fuels them. For the artistic child, where do parents go to find out what programs you have so that they can, you know, get their kids signed up this summer?
Yeah, our website is a great wealth of resource. If you are interested in education or galleries, just bring them in for gallery exposure to see what artists are doing. But artscouncilwf.org is our website, and then also our social media, Facebook and Instagram at Arts Council WF. We keep that constantly updated with what's going on in real time.
Wow.
Love it.
Just love it.
Love it. Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
thank y'all for helping us support what
Mostly
we do.
for the pie today.
Yes, you're welcome.
From the sugar mama.
I keep getting distracted by it. I'm like,
Well,
bye.
it could be
know,
that.
Not for your job, or what you did.
Yeah.
Thanks for the pie.
Thanks for the pie.
Happy,
We are-
happy to deliver pie
We are
anytime.
grateful for you, but we're really grateful for the sugar mama.
All right. Well,
Come on, Andrew. You know you want to
Even
be.
Andrew's gonna try it.
we're gonna take a break. Thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break and get some forks and plates and stuff, and we'll be back with the city portion of the show in a minute. Stay there.
This is a problem. That grind, that click, that constant leak. Whatever it is, you heard it last year, and you probably put it on your to-do list. Ah, the famous to-do list. Well, that list gets long, and so do the days. But your AC still needs a tune-up. You could wait for that first triple-digit degree day.
We're talking about consecutive days of triple-digit heat.
Or you could call...
James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing, this is Laura.
Hey, Laura, good to see you again. We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the lead. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
It's a service that the city renders to the people that in need of the service, and I just like helping people.
My driving good. Thank you so much.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Town Square Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with News Talk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Town Square Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the Social Space.
Welcome back to the social space. Yay! It's the city space time. That's why that's there.
Yes,
And we just, earlier in the show, did a Petulia Clark
we did.
with Jana Schmader and talked about downtown, which is always fun.
You know what? I can hear that song in my head Petulia Clark singing it. And I bet you our viewers can too.
I
because
bet, yeah, it's
I
a
can
great
remember
song.
being in the back seat and
Yep.
my mother singing it in the car.
And you know what came on next?
What?
The Carpenters.
The Carpenter.
You knew they did. They were coming up. They were overplayed. No, they were great. I loved Karen Carpenter. And,
Yes, she was
And a little
wonderful.
Captain and Tennille right after that.
Oh my gosh.
Little Love Will Keep Us Together.
Yes.
Or Muskrat Love.
Muskrat Love.
Could have been. Must
That's
have
right.
been.
Those are all
19
really
Love.
good.
1976 Muskrat Love.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Wow,
1976.
all right. Oh, yeah.
It
Love
was.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe some Tony Orlando and Dawn came on
Tony
right after that
Orlando,
as well.
yeah.
Talking about
Everybody at
Tony.
home is like, this is awesome. They're all just like, oh.
You know that this one's going to Google all of these guys.
He's not going to remember. He's going to go back and
love
watch the
Tony.
show.
Oh, yeah.
You with Tony Orlando?
Oh, Tony, yeah.
Do you remember the captain and Ann Tennille?
Huh?
The captain and Tennille. Wasn't just the captain. It was the captain and Tennille. They were on the Love Boat once. By the
Yeah.
way.
Awesome.
And he did not drive the boat.
No.
Okay.
Even though he was
Good
the
for
captain.
them.
Let's
talk
go back
about.
to-
Let's talk, okay, we have to get serious now.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had a lot of fun. That was a great trip down memory lane of driving around downtown. We used to drive around downtown Tulsa and
Yes.
get the kids. Everybody would get tired.
Petulia.
And we'd listen. And Petulia was one of the.
I mean, have
was
you
one
ever
of the
heard the
ones.
name Petulia other than Petulia Clark?
Not that I know.
Not
of.
that I know
Not
of.
as a real person. Maybe
Right.
in a movie or something. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Good for her.
Yeah.
No
It's kind of like
kidding.
Engelbert.
Yes.
Didn't know anybody named Engelbert until we met Engelbert Humperdinck.
That's right.
There we go. That's really not his name. But
Tennille.
just to head up. Yeah, Tennille. The captain and Tennille. Was she and Tennille or just Tennille?
Tennille.
Did her driver's license just say Tennille?
I don't know.
It didn't say and Tennille?
I don't know, but she had a lot of Muskrat Love.
She
so
did.
God.
She could sing, though.
She
Girl
could.
could sing. Okay. Let's talk about the city space.
Yes.
We need to remind everybody we're still in a drought. Lake levels this last week were down 0.6%, so a little over 0.5%, which doesn't sound like much, but when you add all that together, it starts to become an issue again. We spent a few weeks, several weeks actually, above that 65 line, which is what triggered the stage 1 drought watch to begin with. We got above it because we had rain, we had cool temperatures, not super windy, evaporation rate low, water usage down, thank you so much, but we're getting back to where water customers have gotten a little, I don't want to say lax, or maybe they have, in the fact that there are still restrictions in place from the stage 1 drought watch. So if you're a Wichita Falls water customer, and if your community gets raw water, so Electra, Iowa Park, Burke Burnett, there are restrictions there as well because they have to have restrictions if they're buying water from Wichita Falls, and we're in drought 1.
Okay.
So anytime we're in a drought stage, everybody who gets water from Wichita Falls has to enact some sort of restrictions because they have to cut down their water usage as well.
Got it.
Okay, so even number addresses can water your yard. You can using a sprinkler system. You can
Right.
hand water anytime, but sprinkler systems that go up in the air that lead to evaporation are limited. So even number addresses are on Mondays and Thursdays. Odd number addresses are on Tuesdays and Fridays. No Wednesday, no weekend. Okay, so think of the W's. I want you to think of this too. If you take a tuna can or like a little chicken of the sea, whatever can, those are an inch. Those cans are an inch. If you put that in your yard and water till that's full, that's all the water your yard needs. It only needs an inch of water a
Okay.
week. Inch of water a week. That's it. It'll survive. It'll be fine. But everything's starting to turn green, and everybody wants to water. So we're still in the drought. So please follow the rules. Don't water between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. And a reason, let me tell you why this is important. Anytime those irrigation sprinklers go up, they shoot water into the air, or they go back and forth. They go in the air, and the air eats some of that water. That's why handheld watering is fine. You're at the ground. You're not shooting it up in the air, and there it goes, just wasting water. So it's all about evaporation and controlling that evaporation, because that's wasted water. That's water that we're not using to go into the ground to feed our plants. It's going in the air and just dissipating and going away.
I think water will always be an issue here.
And if you lived through that 7 years,
oh man,
that was horrific, or 5 years,
yes,
that was horrible.
It was.
It was awful. I was scared to death toward the end. It was just, thank God we got the rain we did.
Yeah.
Well, flying home the other night, I was watching a documentary on the plane, and it was talking about these crazy weather patterns and changes, and people who hadn't gotten rain are getting mounds of rain, and people who get lots of rain aren't getting any rain, and the active tornadoes almost 12 months out of the year
Yeah.
and everything, and
Hurricanes are
hurricane
stronger,
season
yeah.
and hurricanes are stronger, and just the tornadoes. That's the thing I pray about the most for this area
Yeah.
is keep us safe from just wiping out a whole town.
Yeah, that's Jacksboro. What was it last year?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And Clip Buoy on the way by too. Just amazing. Very fortunate, I think, that the warnings were good enough that everybody got. There weren't a lot of injuries in that. No deaths, and that was a pretty nasty tornado that went through that community. So, if you stay weather aware, stay smart, think about it. Severe weather season is definitely upon us. Great place to go. The Facebook page of the emergency management team for the city. They are incredible. They are ahead of the game almost all the time.
Okay.
I don't want to say they beat the news stations because I like the news stations, but
Sure.
they are on it immediately. You just follow them on Facebook, and you'll have anything, Insta, everything. They'll have something up as soon as it happens. They are in contact with the National Weather Service all the time.
All right, so we need to watch our watering,
Yep.
curtail it.
Yep.
Evens and odds, have your days.
Exactly,
Here
and
we
all that
go.
is available at wichitafallstx.gov.
Okay.
Super simple. Just one button click, and you'll have it all for you.
Well, Chris, thank you. We love our partnership with the city
Thank you.
through
I
the
love it
city
too.
space. And so any kind of information we can get out to the public, we've got some great stories coming up that we'll be doing through the city space that will be very interesting information for all of our viewers to listen and watch.
Heck
So
yes.
thank you for that.
Hey, thank you, and thank you,
Mhm.
and thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next Sunday night. Bye.
With 2 generations of experience, this is what we do. We make sure your waste material is recycled the right way. Bring us your old batteries, that junk car, and yeah, even that old washer and dryer. We are the leaders in scrap metal recycling. We are Bell Processing.
New arrivals coming in every week at 4 Stars Auto Ranch. You get more for your trade and award-winning satisfaction from 4 Stars Auto Ranch.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.